All right, let's talk about right to work for a second. During the protests in Lansing, Michigan, 15,000 plus people out there, Fox and the Americans for Prosperity, the Tea Party group that Dick Armey left, I guess, for $8 million payout, right? Was it Americans? Or was he at Freedom Works?
Freedom Works.
I get him getting confused. AFP is the big Koch brothers thing, and they erected a tent, a massive tent, as a way of agitating the protesters. And some Fox News comedian was out there trying to agitate the protesters to get some good video because, this is the way this business works, right? And so he did, and he ended up getting punched multiple times after apparently, well, we'll let this video play out. But so Sean Hannity had a union guy on. Of course, it's a union guy who's willing to bash unions at times, too. So, but for the most part, at least this guy seems sincere. He's not as much of a huckster, jokester as this, what's the name of that Crudup?
Steven Crowder?
Steven Crowder. So here's Hannity interviewing this union guy and Steven Crowder. The union guy's in studio. Crowder is, I don't know, they've got him sequestered because he's afraid of getting beat up, I guess.
An update yesterday, because the left has been attacking you all day. First of all, your injuries are okay?
Sure. Yeah, listen, I'm fine. I'm still tough enough to take the best shot that this gelatinous tub of goo union thug can throw at me. I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Okay.
Tough guy. I'm not afraid of no union guy.
Now, secondly, we just showed a video, union guys collapsing that tent. They're denying that. Oh, it's not true. You were there. The video speaks for itself.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, well, there's so much. Here's the thing. People can try and say, I edited a video, took it out of context. Okay, what about the hours upon hours of footage from hundreds of different cameras online right now? You can Google search it and find more footage than you can watch in a lifetime. This occurred over the course of 20 to 30 minutes with hundreds of people tearing down the tent with women in there yelling, tear down one more tent, tear down one more tent, cussing them out, making death threats. It's all over the internet. Please Google it. I encourage you to.
All right, Andy, you're saying Steve is asking a simple question, and you see the reaction. You saw the punches. You saw the tent come down. Old people were in there, women in there. My question to you is, you claim he's inciting this violence.
Well, I'm pausing now. So now we're at women in there, was the first line the Crowder said. And then Hannity's old people in there, women in there. Wonder who's going to be next.
Well, listen, first off, that tape was very well edited. I happen to have seen some footage where it looked that he actually pushed a guy down to the ground, and that was the fellow that was actually striking him. And that's the way it looked to me. And if that was the case...
Oh, we just showed, I think, the tape that you're talking about, where he holds him back.
You're missing a large... you're missing a large segment that I saw in the room. And in the room, I seen Steve's hands on that guy's back.
We have it.
I saw that guy's back go down, and then he came up off his feet. Yeah, there he is. What is that, Steve?
He did go down.
So there you have it. Crowder, apparently... Even though he's getting his, what is he, assassinated, character assassinated, he threw the protester down. And the protester got up and starts punching him.
By the way, it should be added that when Steven Crowder uploaded his version of the edited video yesterday, he kept that whole portion out.
Right, of course.
There's nothing in there of the union guy falling from his push.
And supposedly, Crowder is there protecting the AFP tent? What? Whenever I put up a tent for a political group, what I do is hire some Fox reporters to protect it.
He was attacking a tent with women and children.
He was attacking
in it.
Wait. Now Crowder's saying there's women and children in the tent now? There's women and children? I didn't see any children come out of that tent. What's going to be next? Dolphins? There was women and children and dolphins in the tent. Women and children, dolphins and puppies. Baby dolphins in the tent. And I was protecting the tent and the baby dolphins.
And what were you doing?
We were there trying to prevent people from being hurt in the tent.
You deserved what you got.
You are a liar, sir. You are being swallowed. Your unions are being swallowed. These are babies flailing before being put to bed. They are violent. This was not an isolated event. Look around you, man.
babies flailing around, violent babies flailing around before they're put to bed. Do we have another clip of them? Okay, so in here, of course, is where Hannity has to lie. I mean, not just about what that Fox reporter was doing there, but Hannity has to lie as to what right to work means.
They are forcing, you can't work at a company unless you join the union that you don't want to join, pay dues you don't want to pay, and they take, the leadership takes money and donates to political parties you don't want to donate to. What's wrong with the right to work? Why would you be against freedom of choice?
Okay. The fact of the matter is that there's nowhere in the country where you are forced to join a union. You're not forced to pay union dues, and you're not forced to in any way support the political activities of unions. What you are forced to do, if it is a union shop, is you're forced to pay a small fee because the union is out there negotiating on your behalf and has raised your wages. That's an empirical statement. You can look at what right to work state wages are versus non-right to work. And they have increased your benefits. So just like when I get a job to, I don't know, do some voiceover, my agent gets a 10% fee because he's negotiated it. So the unions get an agency fee, but they have to lie about the notion of right to work because otherwise they've got no case. And as far as getting into going to a job and being forced to pay the union the agency fees as a term or a condition of your employment, your boss also has terms and conditions of employment. You can't take a 2-hour lunch at work. You have to show up at a certain time. You can't dress in a way if they tell you not to dress in a certain way at work. It's just a condition of employment. You don't want to pay that agency fee to the union? Don't work there. You don't want to have to come in at 9 a.m.? Don't work there. Works the same way.
Sean Hannity saying what's wrong with the right to choose is just unbelievable.
Yes.